Blackstone presents The Zero Night, a Jonathan Stride novel by Brian Freeman. This book is read by Joe Barrett. For Marcia. Which came out of the open door, the lady or the tiger? Frank Stockton. 1. The man with the briefcase sat on a bench in the drowning rain. When the wind gusted, Lake Superior punished him for his choice of location, rolling waves up and over the pier and drenching him with spray that was even colder than the downpour. In the twin glow of the lighthouses on either side of the ship canal, and beneath the ghostly light of the lift bridge, the muddy, wriggling surface of the water looked angry and alive. However, the man on the bench seemed unaffected by the October storm. He sat motionless, his back straight, his fingers spread atop the leather briefcase on his lap. Coils of his curly blonde hair clumped like loose springs on his forehead. He wore a navy blue button-down shirt, a neon yellow tie, and black slacks, all soaked to the skin. His eyes appeared to be closed. His tall, skinny body sitting alone on the bench was a silhouette framed against the horizon of the lake. Lieutenant Maggie Bei watched the man from the sodden green grass of Duluth's Canal Park. Rain lashed her, too, and the gales nearly lifted her off her feet. She didn't like being here at 3 a.m, wet and cold. The truth was, she also didn't much like the man on the bench. His name was Gavin Webster, and he was a lawyer. She didn't trust lawyers as a rule, but Gavin was a defense lawyer, which meant he was by definition a liar, an ambulance chaser, a headline hound, and a sworn enemy of the police. On the phone he'd told her he was in trouble, which was enough to get her out of bed in the middle of the night. Then again, Maggie rarely believed a word that came from a lawyer's mouth. She squinted into the driving rain, and her lips tightened into a grimace. Then she walked across the grass, listening to the squish of her calf boots. She tugged the belt of her trench coat tighter, but cold water dripped from the bowl cut of her black hair like fingers down her back. She shoved her hands into the coat pockets. When she got to the bench, she sat down next to Gavin. Her legs weren't long enough to reach the ground, so her feet dangled. Her arrival elicited no reaction. He knew she was there, but he still didn't move. Gavin was a good-looking man. Maggie.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?